I want to discuss a topic that I am not an expert in at all, and I don't even really know enough to give some kind of opinion on. However, I do have a wonderful community and viewer base, and I want to tap into your individual experiences, expertise, and opinions. The one thing that I greatly ask of you guys is let's do this with respect. Let's do this with trying to get a good discussion and well-rounded perspective. I have zero interest in arguments, in dividing a community and having people throw mud and get a little zinger in here and there. There's way too much of that on the internet. Just log on to your Facebook and go watch your main page. You're probably going to get something pushed on you that's an argument and going back and forth. I do believe this is a real discussion, and I think at the end of it, especially if you guys get involved in the comments, we can have a really cool understanding, and I know I'm going to learn something, and that is the idea of requiring a shave. I don't like to say clean shave because there's nothing clean about shaving if you look into the microabrasions and the bacteria that gets in there, but regardless, a shaved face for a respirator fit test for military members, first responders, and then other careers. And I want to bring this up because there have been some stuff, surrounding pop culture lately and just in the discussion about specifically the military requiring this. And you have a couple of angles that you can look at this, and I want to get your guys' thoughts on it. My name is Dan C. Bearded. This is my Beard Care YouTube channel. I am a former history teacher. I do this full time where I educate people on how to take care of their beard, but also I like to have some kind of life lessons and perspectives kind of hidden in the messages. If that sounds good to you guys, please consider a thumbs up on the video. Share it out if you have someone that might be interested in this discussion and they can add to it with their thoughts and experiences. If you are not subscribed and you like learning about beard stuff, history, positive vibes, please consider it. And thank you to those that are already subscribed. And of course, absolutely shout out to our active military members and our veterans out there, you guys. I am only able to do this right now in the greatest country in the world because of our freedom. We know freedom is not free. I will never, ever take that for granted. I absolutely appreciate every single service member that has fought for our ability to have this freedom. Thank you, guys. Let's get into the discussion. So the fit test, everybody knows about this. There's so many different careers. I get so many people that are on my channel that have never had to use a respirator, but once a year, fit test comes up. They have to shave, then make sure they have the seal, and then they go back to growing again. Well, there's been some discussion lately about why, specifically with the military. You have a broad spectrum of jobs in the military, and on some people's view that not all of them should ever be required to have a fit test because it's not likely that they're ever going to need a respirator. You also have people that would say, hey, there's even more people that don't need this because of things like a Scott mask, which has positive pressure. Essentially, the air goes out through little leaks and they keep it pressurized the entire time, and a beard doesn't impact it. Now, you still need to be able to lock it in and not have something like egregiously having a huge leak like a big beard, but you can tie it up. You can do different things, find a mask that fits correctly. But a lot of people would say, man, with those positive pressure masks and different options we have out there, you might not need that perfect seal, that shaved seal. And then I also understand the counter to that is there are jobs that do require a seal, and that's where I want to hear from you guys. That's where I want your opinion. And then we also have another perspective where we can set all of that to the side, and some people would say, hey, Dan, when it comes to the military, it's not actually about the seal. It's a part, but it's about being the same. It's about part of the conforming and having the uniform and having it just look as one and not being individuals, but rather the sum of our parts is a greater whole, right? That is not something I can speak on. I'm not in the military. I am not a veteran. I have not gone through those trials and tribulations. I have not been a part of the boot camp. I don't know what that side of camaraderie is. I will say I take unbelievable pride in supporting the veteran community. I take a great pride in having a channel where a massive part of my subscriber base have freedom beards. People that fought in the military, shaved every day. They get out, the last thing that they want to do is shave ever again, and they want to learn how to take care of their beard correctly. They don't have a dad around anymore that could teach them. Their dad never grew a beard. That's where this channel comes in. Nothing but respect, nothing but support. If you ever need someone to talk to, you guys, reach out. I mean that wholeheartedly. Okay. Please get involved with this discussion. What should I know about this topic? Where is it required? Is it something that this is just not even something we can discuss because it's about being the same and looking the same? What about outside of the military? First responders, are you required? Or do you feel like it's necessary? Firefighters, people that have other jobs out there. Where are we when it comes to facial hair in the fit test? Because maybe there's some ways we can keep some more beards, maybe there's not. And I really love learning from you guys. I've said it a few times recently, but there's a quote that's really just been stuck with me and forever will be. Listen as if you may be wrong. And this is my video saying that to you guys. I don't know enough and I would love to learn more. Almost every video I have is me teaching. This one is facilitating a discussion. This one is guiding a community, and I cannot wait for the comments down below. Please get involved and just have some respect. Dan C. Bearded, please stay bearded and stay positive.